Hello Aquarius and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is Erica and this is the general reading for Aquarius for November 2019. Again, it is a general reading, so it may not connect for all of you, but hopefully there's something in here that's helpful or interesting or delightful that you can carry with you into Scorpio season. We're coming out of Libra season, which was about rebalancing, reharmonizing, reconnecting, and coming to a point of equilibrium with a bird's eye view, lay of the land of the status of how things stand, and having a clear vision of how things are right now, where we stand within that, and how we want to navigate forward. We're moving into Scorpio season, which is the time of the transformation. So that is about the becoming of the next evolution of ourselves and the stepping into the next evolution of opportunity and challenge and existence that we can interact with moving forward from this point. All right, so we're going to start here for you, and you have gotten, you might not know now, but you will. Think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always, the universe. Okay, so bring on the love. Bring out the good vibes, bring out the caring, rejuvenating, nurturing influences of yourself, and share that with others. And very importantly, remember to treat yourself with that kindness. Treat yourself with that love. Appreciate and be grateful for who you are and for what you have the capacity to do and to exemplify as you move forward into the end of the year. Okay, especially since the summer, I feel like it's been a really difficult few months because opportunities have been closed off and were no longer available to you, and we had to kind of scramble and think, okay, well, what am I going to do now? You know, and coming up with different ways to carry on from a point that we didn't realize we would have to make those decisions. So you might not know now how taking care of yourself and how living in the present and being present and infusing that present moment, all of those present moments, with love and with generosity and with gratitude and with all of the good vibes that you can generate, Aquarius. You're a magical, magical, remarkable being. So you might not know now why that's so important, but coming through to Scorpio season and through into the end of the year, you're going to, because that is going to amplify and benefit you in a large way to the opportunities that you have the chance to connect with going into the end of the year, and especially in Scorpio season. And then the universe has your back. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Okay, so that is completely in alignment with this. Aligning with love, exemplifying generosity, exemplifying that lightness and appreciative and loving spirit that you have, and nurturing yourself, and then also nurturing the people that are around you and the situations that you find yourself in, exemplifying that in the space where you live is going to bring you into alignment, bring you into that frequency for opportunity to come your way, for blessings to come in to your life, for positive and optimistic and regenerative energy to benefit you moving forward into the future. All right, so at the end of October, moving into November, into Scorpio season, we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so some of you out there are dealing with some sleepless nights. Some of you out there are processing through some fears, some anxieties, possibly some depression. So this card is, it's about all of the thoughts that get churned up and magnified in our minds and in our, you know, when we have something that is problematic for us and we're not quite sure how to go about resolving it, or we don't have the energy, or, you know, we're not in a position to deal with it, the fear that is attached to that problematic situation gets so amplified in our minds that it causes us physical and mental distress. So at the end of the month, some of you may be in a point of real anxiety or fear or sleepless nights or things of that nature, but it's important to remember that all of these swords, all of this amplified distress is in your mind. It is your perception of the situation. So once you start finding out what you need to do to be in the moment and to take care of yourself and to protect yourself and do the things that need to be done in order to secure, your safety or secure your well-being. As soon as you look in to what needs to be done and then start taking actions in order to do those things, these fears they're going to be obliterated. All right, so this is a passive energy. It's not forever. It's just this card shows up when you're sort of at that point to where you can't not do something about it anymore because it's bothering you so much. You can't keep your mind off of it. You can't think about other things. You can't focus on other things because whatever fear or anxiety is stirred up by whatever situations in your life that you're dealing with that are inducing this response, until you take, you're at that point to where you can't take it anymore. You're fed up. You've had it. You've had the sleepless night, and it was a horrible evening, and terrible to process through. But you're not going to do it again, and you're at a position of like, okay, I'm going to do something about this now. I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of feeling anxious. I'm tired of feeling restricted or limited or repressed in this way. You're at the point of 9 of Swords. The reason that this is at 9 of Swords, it's a point of fruition. You've taken as much of this energy as you can, and you're ready to move on from it. All right, so then going into, okay, you're going to draw the Ace of Swords, clarity, lightning strikes. And again, the sword is not just decorative. You pick up a sword because you're going to use it. You're going to use it to remove and deal with this nonsense or these problematic, irritable, intimidating sort of situations that have built up into your mind and caused you this anxiety and this discomfort. You're reaching a point of clarity, and you're taking up a sword, and you're finding the information that you need in order to move forward, to take the decisions that are going to remove this element from your life. All right, and you're coming to a point of center and a point of certainty and a point of confidence that whoever is giving you crap, you're not taking it anymore. You're moving on. You're moving on from this. You're going to do what needs to be done, and you are empowered to do so. So that is a beautiful card following a 9 of Swords moment, because that is actually the point. That's your breaking point. You're like, I've had enough. I'm not allowing this to continue on into my future. All right, and that's also involved with self-love and self-care. Making sure that whoever is trying to undermine your security and undermine your sense of well-being, taking up your sword in defense of yourself and protecting yourself from that. All right, and then at the end of the month, you have the Empress. Beautiful, beautiful progression of cards. I love this. So you've had the sleepless night. You're fed up. You're done with it. You're taking up your sword to defend yourself, to protect yourself, to do what needs to be done with confidence and a clear vision of how things are going to be moving forward from here. And then you're moving into the point of the Empress, which is the point of divine feminine creation and nurturing and fertility and rejuvenation. So whatever restriction or limitation or suppression these feelings have been putting on you for however long, you've been sort of approaching this space, you cut all that away. You cut it out. You remove yourself from it. You find your center. You find your peace of mind. And now you're moving into a point of creation, a point of moving forward from here, releasing those restrictions and creating the life that is going to support and be nourishing and healthful and beautiful and glorious for you and for those people that are important to you and for the environment that you exist within. All right, so that is a beautiful progression of cards. For whoever this is for, well done. I'm so excited for you. That's a beautiful progression there. All right, self-care and this generous form of love vibe that that you want to encourage moving forward as well. Because this isn't, you're not taking up this sword out of spite or out of hatefulness or out of any sort of negative emotion. You're taking it up in a progressive motion. This sword is being taken up and this clarity is being found in order to come to a point of creation and release yourself from restriction. So this isn't a spiteful or a malevolent sword that you're wielding here. This is a sword of truth, a sword of clarity, a sort of purpose-driven decision to build something strong, to build something secure, to regain your confidence and the strong core of your own story, of your own perspective of yourself and your life and what you believe you are capable of and what you believe is available to you and what you believe that you can accomplish by tapping into this Ace of Swords energy. So that is beautiful. And then you move forward with that into a very generous space of nurturing and growth and creation that not only benefits you, but benefits those people that come into contact with you and the way that you're going to be living your life and the person you're going to be within that space moving forward. Beautiful. This is your animal spirit card. Okay, so the Nightingale, beautiful. Okay, that's air energy, the Nightingale, beautiful little bird, and that is singing your song. The Nightingale sings, speaks freely with kindness. When it's in balance, when it's empowered, when it's out of balance, there's a shy and a lump of the throat, and you can't get the words out to bring it into balance. Music. So the Nightingale energy is about fearlessly speaking your concerns or communicating what's happening for you or your feelings or this clarity that you come to, or even just getting out and writing down on paper, because the Nightingale is also about creating music and writing and things of that nature. Writing down all of those things that you're afraid of, getting them out of your head onto paper so that then you can start striking them off the list. Okay, this is worrying me. I'm going to take steps to protect myself from that. This I do not like, and I do not want it to be a part of my experience anymore. I'm taking the steps that I need to do to eradicate that from my sphere of influence. So this is about expressing those things that are troublesome for you, and then also expressing those things that you are clear about, and then also expressing those things that you would like to create and carry on into the future. The Nightingale is about singing the song that you have to sing. Okay, writing it down, letting it out, letting it be known, and then following through, with your actions upon those decisions, upon those desires and those intentions to actually bring into creation that vision of your future, that healthy, beautiful, glorious, abundant vision of your future that you have available, because you decided to release yourself from the impediment of these thoughts, that these thoughts prevent you from moving forward through. You're done having these thoughts. You're done telling all of this stuff to yourself. You're done thinking about it in this way. You're taking new perspective and new decision and new proactive, empowered direction to move forward into this very healthy, very glorious, abundant space. All right, and this is your Enchanted Map Oracle. The Ghostlands. Okay, the Ghostlands also about being present, being here now and doing the things that need to be done to get you to the future that you envision, to move you away from the troubles of your past. The Ghostlands is sort of about if you feel like you are getting stuck in everything that happened before, in your past, in your history, and you're having a very difficult time moving on from that. Or if you're so beguiled or fascinated by your vision of the future that it distracts you from doing the things that you need to do in order to move in the direction of that future. That's what this card is about. You can't live in the future. It's not a place yet. You need to do the things now to build toward that future and to create that future. You also can't live in the past, which a lot of the Nine of Swords energy is past story, past impression, past perspective of things that are done and gone and if you continue to carry them forward with you, they're only going to hold you back and hold you down. So you can't live in the past. It's finished and it's gone. You can remember the good things fondly. You can look back on the things that were a little bit more problematic or difficult, and the lessons learned from those things as time goes by, but you can't stay there, because that's going to prevent your growth. That's going to prevent you from evolving and from moving on and from becoming the glorious Aquarius that every Aquarius has the potential to be. Aquariuses are magnificent. So the Ghostlands is asking you to be present, find the treasure in the present. That also calls back to, you might not know now, but you will. You might not have a specific vision of your future. That's fine. Not everybody has a clear roadmap and a clear vision and detailed step-by-step actionable list of things to do to get you there. So you may not know, in detail where you want to be in the future, and you may not know, you may not know where it is that you're heading to, but by doing the things that you need to do in order to take care and nurture and cherish and appreciate and create abundance in your life now, in the moment, in this space between the past and the future, it's going to be revealed to you along the way, all of the opportunities and the significance, and it's going to, show you opportunities and show you a potential path forward to where you can envision a place that you want to be in the future. It's going to empower you and to increase those visionary aspects of sort of living your life on purpose and creating and being an active participant or co-creator of your own life, and not sort of, being stuck in the past or stuck in the future. When we're in that sort of a space, time and circumstance in the moment sort of pushes us around, because we're not as present and as grounded in the moment as we can be, because we're beguiled, by the future, or we're entranced, or stuck by the past. So taking the decision to release yourself from that, to bring you into this creative zone, and being present now between the past and the future, doing what needs to be done to take care of yourself now, is going to even further empower us and further nurture us to carry forward into the future. So this is a situation that some of you may be dealing with in November, and that is Death, card of Scorpio. So the transformation, this is the time of the becoming. So time and circumstance and the course that you're currently on, it's at a point of transformation. So again, we're moving, it's sort of a definite division from what was before to what can be in the future. So moving forward from a position of transition, you want to, in the present, embody the person that you're going to be carrying on into that future, doing the things that the person you want to be, or the direction that you want to go, that they would do in order to progress themselves forward. That's how we become the next evolution. All right, so transition, and some of you also may be dealing with a Scorpio as well. This is the card of Scorpio. And then this is a problem within that situation. The Fool. Okay, so the Fool in a problematic position, it may be the newness of the path, the disconnection from what was available before, and how we were living our lives previous to this transition point, not being available to us, being on a new road, being in a novice position, feeling, a little bit young or inexperienced or nervous about the road ahead. That's completely understandable. That's a completely, normal human reaction to a transformation sort of space. But again, look at the card of the Fool. The Fool is, it's on a, bright, glorious day, open-hearted, open-armed, ready, looking upward for what serendipity and possibility has to offer them. Okay, so with a joyous heart, but in the position of a potential problem, that also may be inducing some of this this internal fear or anxiety that's whoever this is connecting for, that you may be feeling. Okay, so this may be something to help you through that transitionary from what we knew to what we don't know yet, or what you don't know yet. okay? Because the transformation is also moving from the known into an unknown space, and that can be unsettling. Okay, so this may help you to move through that space. And that is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. All right. Because you're in a new space, you're in a new realm of experience, you're at the point of transformation, you have so much value to, so much space open now in order to attract abundance and to attract fulfillment. And you also in turn have so much to offer. Okay, so take the new opportunities that approach you, embrace them, go into them with, you know, an open mind, an open heart, and see them out. When an opportunity is presented to you, and also Ace of Wands is also a point of opportunity. So aces are about potential, all right, and about initiation. So it's about the beginning, and it's about the exponential growth that is possible with that new beginning. So this is also mental clarity and intellectual, mindful growth. This is emotional growth as well, and emotional fulfillment that's possible. So you have so much to offer, and so much that is so many opportunities that are going to be along this new road following this transformation. Once you move past that place of anxiety or fear, or, you know, reaching that point of being fed up of thinking the same old thoughts, and, you know, living your life with the same old perspective and the same old perception, and, you know, once you're at that point of being done with that and really embracing the true potential that you actually have, that you actually are. You are the Empress. You are a creature of creation. You know, so once you move from this space, move through this space, take up the sword, move into that point of creation, and embrace the new journey through the transition, so much fulfillment, so many opportunities, and so much fulfillment is going to start coming your way, because in the change of your focus, the change of your perception, the change of your clarity, the openness of your heart, the space that you make for all of this goodness to come in, and being mindful of being in the present so that you can be aware of when those opportunities are approaching. And then also doing the self-care and self-love and expressing that to other people. That's going to generate reciprocity. That's going to generate you know, opportunity and exchanges of energy that are going to support this growth moving even further into the future. And that is amazing. That is wonderful. It's a beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. For whoever this is connecting with, I am so excited for you. I'm so excited for you, especially once you move past through this point of the Nine of Swords. Once you draw that Ace of Swords, and empower yourself to do what needs to be done to protect yourself and to protect what's yours, and to take decisive action about what's going to happen moving on into the future, embracing the open road that's ahead of you, embodying that transition, and being willing to accept the opportunity and be fulfilled by all of the new goodness that's going to be approaching you. Yay, yay. Okay, that is all that I have for you for November, Aquarius. I hope that was helpful or entertaining or interesting for you. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so now. If you like that, please click the like button. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Pinterest, I have connected those accounts. I'm going to be updating those and using those moving into the end of the year. If you'd like to book your personal reading, you can do that. I've listed the link to book your personal readings in the description below, and if you want to know about any of the cards that I've used in this reading, the decks that I've used are listed in the description as well. Excellent, Aquarius. I love you guys, and I will see you in December. Bye.